Most people look at a benchtop press and think it is just a glorified paperweight, but once you actually start using one, you realize how much time you have been wasting with a hammer and a prayer. This particular 1-ton unit is a bit of a surprise because of that hand wheel. Usually, you are stuck with a long, clunky lever that gets in the way, but having a wheel makes those quick, repetitive tasks feel almost like you are operating a sewing machine rather than a piece of heavy metal shop equipment. It is smooth, and honestly, it gives you a level of control that you just do not get with a standard handle. When you are trying to seat a bearing or press a pin, that fine-tuned movement is everything. You can feel exactly when the resistance starts, which saves you from accidentally crushing something delicate. The build is solid, and the anvil surface is thick enough to take a real beating if you're doing some light shaping or flattening. It has those 4 machine slots, which sounds like a minor detail, but it is a lifesaver when you are trying to stabilize an odd-shaped part that would otherwise slide right off the base. Now, the ram has a 3/8-inch hole at the end, which is standard enough, but it does mean you might need to get creative with your tooling if you have specific bits that do not fit that exact diameter. That is probably the biggest limitation here. You are somewhat locked into that size unless you want to start machining your own adapters. It is not a massive industrial machine, so do not expect to be bending thick steel plate all day. But for light assembly, riveting, or squeezing parts together, it hits that sweet spot between being heavy enough to stay put and small enough that it does not hog your entire workbench. The finish is decent, though you might find a few rough edges around the casting that could use a quick file if you are picky about aesthetics. Still, for the price, it feels like a workhorse that is meant to be used, not just looked at. If you are tired of marring your parts with a mallet or struggling to get a bearing perfectly square, this thing is a genuine upgrade. It is simple, it is predictable, and it does exactly what it says on the tin without any unnecessary bells and whistles. It is a solid, reliable addition to any garage setup that values precision over brute force.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.